Are you living Lent correctly? Answer these three questions. Lent is a time of reflection, sacrifice, and transformation. But are you truly living this period the right way? Many people go through these 40 days without really understanding their true meaning or having a clear purpose. If you've ever wondered how to make your Lent deeper and more meaningful, this video is for you. There are three essential questions that can reveal whether you're on the right path or just following empty rituals without real spiritual connection. Answering these questions could completely change your experience, leading you to a more authentic and transformative Lent. And the best part? They are simple but powerful. Stay with me until the end, because the last question might make you rethink everything you believed about Lent. Many people start Lent with good intentions but soon lose their way. They make promises, give up small pleasures, yet deep down they feel like something is missing. Is simply avoiding meat or staying off social media enough to transform the soul? The truth is that Lent is not just about external sacrifices. If there isn't a deep inner change, these gestures become nothing more than empty rituals. Many people observe Lent as an automatic tradition without reflection, without real purpose. Another big problem is the lack of direction. With so many distractions in modern life, it's difficult to set aside time to look inward, evaluate our actions, and seek a deeper connection with God. Daily routines overwhelm spirituality, and Lent ends up becoming just another item on the to-do list. Additionally, there's a common mistake, believing that Lent is only about suffering. Yes, sacrifice plays an important role, but it must be connected to a greater purpose. It's not just about giving something up, but making space for what truly matters. And then there are those who focus only on what they need to avoid, without considering what they should add. They fast, but don't pray. They give up sweets, but don't reflect on their attitudes. They forget that this time is an opportunity for growth and renewal. To truly live Lent the right way, you need to go beyond the surface. And that's exactly what these three questions are for. Lucas had always observed Lent the same way. Since childhood, he learned that he needed to give something up for 40 days. Sometimes he stopped eating chocolate. Other times, he avoided watching TV. But year after year, when Easter arrived, he felt that nothing inside him had really changed. One day, while talking to an older friend from church, Lucas confessed, "I do everything right, but I don't feel like my Lent has meaning. It feels like I'm just fulfilling an obligation." That's when his friend challenged him. If you want your Lent to make a difference, you need to answer three questions, but you have to be honest with your answers. Curious, Lucas accepted. That night, he took out a notebook and began reflecting on the questions he was given. The first one hit him like a reality check. He realized that for years, he had only focused on what he was giving up without thinking about what he was adding to his spiritual life. The second question made him see that he had been living Lent on autopilot, without a personal and genuine purpose. He fasted, but he wasn't truly connecting with God. He made sacrifices, but they didn't transform his life. When he reached the third question, Lucas felt a lump in his throat. He realized that Lent wasn't just a time for renunciation. It was a time for real change. It wasn't enough to simply give something up. He needed to grow, evolve, and become a better person. That Lent, everything was different. For the first time, Lucas didn't just stop doing something, he started doing more. He prayed with more intensity, helped people around him, and worked on improving his attitudes. By the end of the 40 days, he felt that something inside him had truly changed. Now it's your turn. Are you ready to answer these three questions and transform your Lent? Now that you understand the importance of living Lent consciously, it's time to reflect. Grab a piece of paper, write these down, and answer honestly. These questions could change your spiritual experience. First question: What am I adding to my spiritual life during Lent? Many times we only focus on what we are giving up, but forget that this period is also an invitation to grow spiritually. Are you just avoiding something, or are you drawing closer to God through prayer, charity, and reflection? Second question: does my sacrifice have a true purpose, or has it become just a ritual? Fasting or giving something up is an important gesture, but what is the meaning behind it? Are you making sacrifices just because it's tradition, or because you truly seek transformation? Is your sacrifice helping you become a better person? Third question: what in my life truly needs to be transformed? Lent is a call for change, not just temporary but lasting. What in your life needs renewal? It could be a bad habit, a feeling that holds you back, or even an attitude that distances you from God. Your answer to this question could define the real impact of this period in your life. Answering these 3 questions sincerely can reveal whether you're just following traditions or truly living Lent with your heart. Now that you know them, it's time to take action. Knowing the right questions is just the first step. What really makes the difference is putting them into practice. To make this Lent truly transformative, follow these steps. Take time for honest reflection. Don't just read the questions and answer them quickly in your mind. Set aside a moment in your day to disconnect from the world and write down your answers. It could be during prayer, before bed, or early in the morning. The key is to be fully present and honest with yourself. Turn your answers into concrete actions. If, after answering the first question, you realize you're not adding anything to your spiritual life, start now. Choose a new habit to strengthen your faith. Pray more often, read the Bible, practice charity, or forgive someone you've been avoiding. Small daily actions create big changes. Give real meaning to your sacrifice. If your renunciation has no clear purpose, reevaluate it. Instead of just giving up food or social media, connect your sacrifice to something greater. Offer it as an act of devotion to God, and use the extra time to do something that strengthens your faith and character. Choose one aspect of your life to transform. Lent is a time for renewal. Look at your life honestly. What behavior, thought pattern, or feeling needs to change? It could be impatience, pride, resentment, or a lack of faith. Pick one and work on it daily. Track your progress. Real change happens when there's commitment. Write down your reflections and observe your growth throughout Lent. If you feel yourself slipping back into old habits, reread your answers and remember why you started. Share this experience. Faith grows when shared. Invite a friend, family member, or church group to reflect on these questions as well. Exchange experiences and support each other on this spiritual journey. Every small step taken with intention and faith transforms your Lent into a unique and genuine experience. Now that you know how to apply these questions to your life, there's just one final step. Lent is a unique opportunity for renewal, but it will only have a real impact if you choose to live it with awareness and purpose. Now that you know these 3 essential questions, don't let this knowledge stay just in theory. Take a moment today to answer them sincerely, and most importantly, turn your answers into concrete actions. Small gestures, when done with heart, can completely change your spiritual journey. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who also needs this reflection. Sometimes a simple message is all it takes to help someone live Lent more deeply. And remember, true transformation doesn't happen in a single day, but in every choice we make along the way. May your Lent be a time of real change and deeper connection with God.